Greetings families, welcome back once again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time, my name is Mamri and you are very welcome. This video is about Burkina Faso. Our president, Captain Ibrahim TRAORE, was not happy about certain things. He is in one of the camps, or was in one of the camps yesterday, to motivate them, encourage them, thank them, but with a strong warning: mobile phones are not allowed, and those who are using mobile phones will be punished. This law about mobile phone was last year, but it seems like some people are still using it for security reasons. It's hurting them instead of saving them. So yes, it's about security and all. I must say that the face is shaking a bit because the cameraman is not facing our president properly. So the translation is shaking a bit. Thank you so much. I'll be back.
This morning, I wanted to come by to congratulate all the forces of power and, by extension, the region. Congratulations on the work you have accomplished. This is truly one of the most peaceful and remarkably tranquil regions, but that doesn't mean the work is done. I also wholeheartedly encourage you to continue to keep up the important fight. Every effort truly matters. This is a very dense area with a lot of forests. Certainly you have managed to push back the enemy who try to establish themselves here. And I hope you will continue to patrol these forests to ensure there are no attempts at a comeback. So, as I said, congratulations, but also my encouragement for what lies ahead. I hope I'm making myself clear. Just because the enemy, whoever or whatever that may be, can no longer get in or break through your defenses doesn't necessarily mean that it's truly over. This is a guerrilla war, and here we are at the National Commando Training Center. A commando here knows exactly what infiltration means. So the enemy is capable of infiltrating. You have to take this into account and therefore remain constantly vigilant. After this, I want each of you to reflect once more on your commitment. Your commitment, because we are facing a war that has been forced upon us. And today, more than ever, I believe that all the forces fighting must understand why we are fighting. I often tell the unit leaders that they must be able to explain to their men why we are fighting. We are not fighting just for the sake of fighting. We are fighting because we have been attacked. A war has been forced upon us. And why has this war been imposed on us? I think everyone needs to understand that it is because they want our land without us. And this did not start today. It has always been this way for Africa. Remember slavery, when many Africans were taken away, especially the brave and able-bodied. Those of childbearing age who were deported, many died, and Africa was emptied of them. Then came the era of colonization. When they came to our lands, they massacred us. They massacred our ancestors. They killed as many as they could. Africa was colonized multiple times. And today, more than ever, it is a new form of colonization. And why does Africa suffer so much? Because we have resources that interest the imperialists. I think each and every one of you must understand that. If you are able to put yourself on the front line to fight to the ultimate sacrifice, as they say, it means you understand the meaning of your commitment. You have come to defend the nation, to protect this land that our ancestors have passed down to us. Our predecessors wrote the anthem for us, and I think that when you listen to the anthem of Burkina, it actually starts with against, because they oppose many forms of colonization. The Burkinabe is against humiliation. We are against all forms of domination. The Burkinabe is against neocolonialism, and all of that. To understand that they wrote the anthem to stand against a certain number of things in this world. They defended this land. They passed the land down to us. And for us, our duty is to fight and defend our lands as well, so that we can pass them on to our children. Today, we are fighting, but not necessarily for ourselves, but for our children. Who here doesn't love their child? For those who have children, everyone loves their child. If a danger were to threaten a child, the father would rather take the danger upon himself to spare the child. That is to say, the father would rather die so that his child can survive. So the reason we are fighting today is for the generations to come, to pass down better lands to them so they can live comfortably. So there is no holding back in this fight. We will oppose everything these rulers want to impose on us. And you must keep fighting for that. Listen carefully to our anthem. And that should give you even more motivation. Get involved. Because as I often say, Burkina is very rich. Today, we have increased the number of personnel in the armed forces, in the internal security forces. And in terms of equipment as well, we have made a lot of effort. But where did we get these resources? Understand that there was wealth that was poorly managed. There is even more, because as some people think or might imagine, there is no such bank where you can go and get a loan in this world to buy weapons. In that world, no one lends you money to go and buy weapons. If you want to arm yourself, you have to use your own fund. But in the recent past, we were deployed. We went armed like this. Far from it. I think there are many veterans here who have experienced the same thing, who can advise the younger ones about what we went through just yesterday and what we are experiencing today. And that should give you the motivation to fight. And that is very important. Fight for your land. Fight to leave a better Burkina for the generations to come. Fight so that we can properly exploit our resources and benefit from them. We have launched several initiatives. Our parents in the villages are, in any case, more or less satisfied with everything we are doing for them in terms of agriculture, because the majority of our population is agricultural, and with everything we are doing in terms of road infrastructure so that people can get around and so on. But all of this is with our own resources. You look at images from other countries, you would like your country to look like those so-called developed countries too. Do you think it's impossible? Well, it is possible. I was telling someone 2 years ago, I said, in other countries, even animal hospitals are often better equipped than our hospitals here that treat us in terms of equipment and everything. But what have we done to be at this level? Well, we are going to catch up and surpass them. That's what led us to launch programs as well, so we can build modern and well-equipped health centers. There is no reason for us to lag behind. This is to say that everything we do, it is possible to do it, and that's why we do it. And we are going to continue in this direction. Those who are lucky enough to do internships abroad, who take photos by beautiful streets and pretty buildings, it's possible here in Burkina too. And that's what we are going to do, so that you can live comfortably and well. But for that, we have to fight first. That's why I said, you have to reflect on your commitment, listen to our anthem, and fight. You are very brave, very determined fighters, but often there are certain behaviors that end up causing you unnecessary losses, especially the use of mobile phones. Those who prove themselves to be incapable of changing their habits or of giving up their phones during critical operations, we will root them out and we will punish them severely. This is because we simply will not allow someone's phone addiction to put the lives and safety of others in danger under any circumstances. Can you imagine? You are on duty at your post. Good soldiers are standing guard, fully focused on their position. Their shift ends, they come down, and they need to rest. And then a saboteur is at the post with his phone, on TikTok or whatever, 1xp, until the enemy approaches attacks and the good soldiers could die while they're resting. Do you want us to leave them in our kidneys? Is that what you want? Then we're going to root them out and punish them. I have already instructed the military commander to identify as much as possible those who are addicted, who can't separate themselves from their phones. We're going to hunt them down and we're going to punish them. Because what they are doing is criminal. We can't tolerate that. Of course, we raise awareness, but we can't tolerate it. You see those little phones, that's just for calling family. But if there's no reason, we make do. Those who have current magistrates or others who might be involved in the court judging terrorists can ask them for information. Whether it's in the course, whether it's terrorists captured in combat as prisoners, or those who surrender, all of them unanimously tell us that they managed to carry out certain attacks because of the excessive use of phones by our sisters. So if there isn't this awareness to get rid of them, we will take action. And so very soon you will see people dismissed, probably in prison, because they put the lives of others in danger and can't separate themselves. In any case, it's quite clear. There is a directive from the military hierarchy that forbids phones during operations. After the awareness phase comes the enforcement phase. We will not tolerate people putting others' lives in danger, even putting your own life at risk with a phone. You don't have the right to do that because you do not belong to yourself. A soldier belongs to the army. You do not belong to yourself. You do not have the right to do whatever you want. You do what the army wants. So everyone must be able to spread the message so that we can fight against this phenomenon. If I am insisting on this, it's because it's very serious. It means sometimes you have to set aside your courage. And often, that's why we lose good fighters, because they were off duty. And a fake fighter made it so that the enemy was able to approach, attack, and find him unprepared. So fight against this easy access to phones and pass on the message to your comrades as clearly as I'm giving it to you. I know that here you will find soldiers from all ranks. Pass on this message just as clearly. And also beware of those who are toxic within the ranks, because they may also be influenced by stateless people who are surely outside the country and who continue to fight against Burkina on social media, through the media, and everywhere. You have to be very careful. When someone tells you not to fight, they want to subjugate you. Do you want to be a slave? Do you want to be dominated? So we have to fight. There is not a single other solution. The Burkinabe will not negotiate with their enemy. We will fight and we will win. That's the only thing that can prevail. There will not be a single ounce of negotiation with anyone. It is about our land. We fight. Those who came to attack us, they will die on this land. We will not give up anything, absolutely nothing, not even a single square centimeter. So I urge you to keep preparing yourselves, to always remain on alert. Even if you are not on a mission, you must stay alert, because at any moment you could be called into action. You must prepare for combat, and this war must not drag on any longer. Because we will do everything possible to ensure the fighting regains a certain intensity and to annihilate this enemy. Congratulations to all the forces who are fighting, and I hope we will continue to stand together with the civilian population, because it is very, very important. We ourselves did not necessarily experience this bond between the army and the civilian population. That was years ago. It wasn't easy. There were endless little fights in the barracks or in the neighborhood. But today, the army and the population are united. And that is the key factor in the success of operations like this. You have the information, the intelligence, just as you need. You are supported morally. You are supported psychologically. So there's no reason to feel down. There is no reason not to push forward, not to keep going. Keep nurturing this bond with the population. Keep helping them. Keep participating. Keep bringing them together as well. because our past decades of poor politics have contributed to weakening our different social groups, to dividing people, often over subtle issues. And your role as well is to help unite them today. Because your voices carry weight, civilians believe in you. Today, when a soldier stands up and speaks to a dozen civilians, they listen. And it's easier for civilians to put into practice what you are telling them. So each and every one of you must be an ambassador of peace and unity for our civilian brothers. And continue to play this role as well, to take advantage of these moments of love between us, to talk to them, to bring them together, to help them let go of certain divisions that have arisen solely because of politics. And you must contribute to that, because being a soldier is not just about carrying a weapon to destroy, to kill. No, you are trained for more than that. If you defend the homeland, it is because of all these values that you embody and that you must also use to unite your fellow citizens. Good training to those who are still in training. Stay strong. Don't lose your morale. It's tough here, but only the tough make it through. And you are tough and you must make it through. For those of you on the ground, I wish you all the best in your operations. And keep sweeping through the various forests to detect any possible infiltrations. Keep protecting those people who believe only in you, who rely solely on you. May God be with you in your various missions. May God protect you throughout your different battles. May you return safe and sound to tell us about the battles so that we can build our Burgundy as we wish. Homeland or death, we hear it.
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching. This is not new law, but like I said, it seems they don't obey it. And when they capture them, they interrogate them, and that's the information they are getting. It's serious. That's why he's saying that if you do not obey this time, then you'll be punished, because we cannot allow you to endanger others. I will leave you here, families. Credit to RTB News for sharing this with us. Once again, it's a voiceover that I'm doing. I'll be with you shortly. My VIPs, my kings and queens, my returning families, my new ones. If this is your first time here, my name is Mambi, and you are very, very welcome. You'll be seeing me soon, or we have thousands of videos on this channel. I'm bold enough to say we reach 1,700, and at least 1,500 will be from the AES. So yes, go around, look for the one you enjoy or you like or you are interested, watch them until I come back next week, and there will not be break for you and me. Thank you so much, my families. Enjoy your day. If anything, breaking news, I will be here to share with you as usual. Thank you. Have a wonderful day and stay safe. Bye bye.